Pete and I were pen pals to start with. My brother and Pete were at the same college, and I came home from work one day and had a letter from Pete, and we started to tape correspond to start with, and then I went up to meet him and spent time in Shrewsbury, and I lived in Plymouth at the time and came up at weekends, and really the rest is history. Then we've been married 39 years now.
My name is Peter, I'm 65 and I've been blind for 60 years.
My name is Barbara, I'm 59 and I've been totally blind for around about 30 years. Yes, when we first met, I had a little bit of sight. I've got to say, I think it was the personality really that it's the attraction, you know, when you're visually impaired.
And I think we had a lot in common. We found we had quite a lot in common.
Good sense of humour.
Yeah.
And we balanced each other very well because I perhaps have a little bit more confidence than Pete, but then he brings me back down to earth.
If you were able to have your sight back for just 1 hour, what would you most like to see?
Oh God, what a wonderful question. Oh, I don't know, I think run around looking at everything, I think.
You would?
Maybe I'd go out in the street and probably people would wonder what was wrong with me, but everybody that walked past me, I'd probably look at them and stare at them. And if it's just for an hour, yes, I'd probably run down the street and jump on a bus and go up into town and look in the shops, and, you know, I'd really make the most of that hour. I think I would anyway. I mean, I'd probably be happy to stay here and just... Or even, I mean, go down to the bottom of the garden there and try and look at some birds and
colours,
wildlife.
Bright colours and,
That's a wonderful question, because imagine what you try and fill in that hour, you know. And you know, for God's sake, I've only got 5 minutes left, you know, right...
What I would like to see clearly and perfectly, which is something I feel I never have had, is our son. Our son, we've got photographs of him.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever, even when I could see a little bit, I've never been able to see him clearly on his photographs. I'd love to be able to see it as other people do, you know.
You know, you don't wake up each day and think, oh God, we're blind again today. You have plans, you know, you've got a thing to look forward to. So you get on with your everyday, you know, the blindness, all right, it does get in the way, but you almost sometimes ignore it because you've got things to do.
If you didn't ignore it, I think you'd do nothing, you'd go nowhere.
I'm so grateful that I've had some sight, even though, you know, it's not there now. No, I thought I was wearing purple today.
I think a lot of it's to do with yourself, the way you think, isn't
I mean,
it?
we are limited, but say we try and be as independent as we can, which means, as I say, we work together.